Hey y'all, it's Lena with What's Poppin USA, Small Business Support Network, and guess what? This year, the Hats and Heels Tea Party Tour has exploded out of control, and you are never gonna believe this. We have partnered up with the one, the only 102.6, the Situation Media, right here in Atlanta, Georgia. And guess what? If that's not fabulousness enough, guess who we've got on the line with us, y'all? We've got Miss Shenice Evans. She is 1/3 of the powerhouse that oversees Situation Media. She is girl boss, girl power, the babepreneur. We actually have her in studio with us. So let me go ahead and bring her on so we can do our girl thing and tell you all about the fabulous stuff we've got going on this year at the Hats and Heels Tea Party. So y'all, as promised, look who I've got here, Miss Shenice Evans. She is located up in Philly, and again, she is 1/3 of the powerhouse of 102.6 Situations Media. Say hello to the lovely people, Miss Shenice.
Hello, everyone, and thank you, Miss Lena, for having me today.
Yes.
It's so great to be here, and I'm excited. I'm definitely excited about what's to come.
You know why we're excited, right? Because it's about all girl time, and we love that. And last year was the very first time we had this Hats and Heels Tea Party, and it has exploded, which is why we've got Miss Lovely Shenice here, right? We are partnering up and doing big girl boss things. So Shenice, we've got a couple of opportunities because everything is exploded. We even went from 1 state to 3 states, and we still can't even cover everybody with this opportunity, right? We just don't have enough room and enough space. So hence this lovely young chick right here for us. She has come up with some fabulous programs for us to cover everybody. So all of these small businesses get visibility, whether you're able to join us as a vendor, whether you're physically able to be right here next to moi or no, go ahead. So, right? This is amazing. So, Shenice, we've got 2 programs going on, right?
Yes. So I will start with one. And so first I want to say it's definitely a privilege and an honor, Miss Lena, to partner with you. Your energy, your message, and what you're trying to do with the community. It was a great opportunity for us to be able to partner with you. And so with that being said, what we're trying to do is just enhance the opportunity. Miss Lena, as she says, traveling the world, giving entrepreneurs the opportunity to just be great, to have visibility, and just to expand a brand. And so we wanted to use our platform, which is Situations Media Entertainment, to give entrepreneurs a larger platform, or I should say another platform for them to expand as well. So what we have come up with, again, as she stated, we have 2 opportunities, 2 great opportunities. So we'll start with the first opportunity. So if you are already a vendor, and unfortunately, there's no more space for the tea party to vend.
Oh my gosh. Out.
Yes. And that's definitely exciting in itself. So if you are already a vendor at one of the 3 tea parties that's coming up very, very shortly, whether it's in Atlanta, Connecticut, or Ohio, you have the opportunity to add on to your vendorship, and that is at a discounted rate, right? We wanted to give a special offering to those who are already working with Miss Lena and everything that she's doing. So it's definitely at a discounted rate, an opportunity to have an interview on our radio station. So one of the great things about our radio station is that it's an internet radio station, and we have a following all over the world. We're definitely blessed to have a global following. So this will not only impact your message just in one central location. You have the opportunity to have your message heard around the world. And so we will have interviews take place during our morning show. I say we have the #1 morning show in the world. And so
I will say that too, because I've been blessed, to be honest.
As they say, tell me where's the lie. So
Mean Machine, Mr. Mean Green Rob
yes,
Machine. I was on his show one morning, and
yes.
I am blessed to say my little booty sat right in the same seat y'all sat in, and I was like, "Yup, I'm doing it too, y'all." So yes, number one station right here in Atlanta. I
Yes.
love it.
And
I
with
love
that
it.
said, with our interviews, again, it's not just about your voice being heard, but it's about what you bring to that interview, right? So this is your opportunity to show yourself to another audience, to an enlarged audience of why you do it better. You may be selling a product or a service that other people may already be offering, but why you, right? And so
Correct.
this is an opportunity to really expand your visibility in your brand, and work on what that really looks like to have a global reach.
Right.
The other thing that we offer with this interview process is that we provide an experience. So it's not just a typical radio interview, but this is an experience that we love to create for people who come to the station. And third, when you do have a radio interview with us, you get a copy of the interview, and what you're able to do is use that as ongoing promotion. So this one opportunity can keep going and going and going.
Everything is content. You chop
Yes,
that bad boy up
yes,
into a
yes,
gazillion pieces. What say
yes,
you? And you got
yes,
content for the year.
yes. So one, you have to, again, as I stated, you have the benefit of getting this interview at a discounted price, but then you can take this one-time price that you're getting it for and being able to use it, as Ms. Lena said, for content throughout the year, for your
Over and
promotions on your
over.
website, on your social media, at different events. So this is like the gift that keeps on giving. So definitely,
Pull it
if you are,
off. Make it a podcast.
yes,
I
yes,
mean, the options, or transcribe it, put it
yes.
in print. I mean,
Mhm.
so many different options, so many different ways to splice that up, right?
Yes, yes, definitely. And those are really great ideas, Ms. Lena, of what people can do. And also, I want to add finally, before we move on to the sponsorship aspect of it, is that this is not only a chance for people to get your product and service, as I stated before, but this is a chance for people to connect with you. And that's something that people sometimes don't get with commercialized brands, or maybe with more corporate brands. You just see the brand, you just see the Target or the Walmart. You have the opportunity, again, as I said, when you want people to select you, why you, getting to know you is why you, your story, right? So this interview creates an opportunity for you to tell your story. And people love a good story, not for gossip or negative thing, but they love a good story because they love to know why they're
They love
supporting
to
the brand. Like,
follow the
what's the
journey.
story?
They want to
Yes,
follow you along that journey, and felt like,
yes,
your sadness is their sadness, your wins,
yes,
they're excited with you,
yes.
right? So you want to,
Definitely. And you
and you
get to tell your message behind your why, right? And a lot of people,
correct.
that purpose driven plan of yours, and you said, hey, I'll, because of this, this happened to me, or because of this, I follow my purpose, or I have this story in life that happened. Now I want to share with the world. And that would make someone want to work with you, select
Correct.
your brand, your product or service over
Right.
over the competition, right? And
Because
so
you built
therefore,
a connection, a
yes,
rapport.
yes. So
You've
so
reached into
definitely.
their
Um,
world and brought them into yours, and
yes.
vice versa. So that
Mhm.
is, and I also want to say, for the folks that are totally shy, right, and don't know how to do the video interview, you
Yes.
don't know what I had to do, y'all, to get this young lady to get in front of this daggone camera. I'm just saying. But for those of y'all who are totally camera shy, guess what? Radio, we don't see you. They
Yes.
don't get to see if you wearing a bonnet on your head, or you your hair done, or the wrong shoes, or your dress is too
Mhm.
tight and you got rolls hanging over. Guess what? Radio doesn't show
Yes.
any of that. So all you
Mhm.
got to do is talk. And if you can talk on the phone,
Mhm.
right,
Yeah.
then we're good.
Yes.
We're
So
good. So
so yes,
perfect.
that's definitely some great highlights. So if you, like Miss Lena said, if you're nervous or you just are not used to doing interviews, this also opportunity, like she said, by being on the radio, will definitely help you to focus on the interview itself and being yourself, right? And just being comfortable, because it's not visual. People will only hear you. And also look at it as practice for where you're trying to go, right? As you're trying to grow visibility to your brand, this is a great first interview because I said we make it an experience, right? The way our questions are guided is for you to really, as Ms. Lena stated, take for us to find out what's your journey. So we start out with questions just related to why you got started, right? You know, what was your
Everybody's
motivation,
favorite topic
your
is
background,
themselves.
right? Yes, right.
Everybody's
And
favorite
so,
topic. That's the easiest thing to talk
yes,
about is yourself. Oh my gosh.
yes,
You
right.
don't need to prep for that. You know all about you. And
Yes.
so
Mhm.
that's like an icebreaker.
Yeah, so you're not caught off guard by any questions. We definitely keep it
Exactly.
professional and very personal. We have a process for collecting information, so that helps our host guide the questions, but we make you feel very, very, very comfortable.
Right,
So
right.
this
Rob
is
was
an
fabulous.
opportunity. Yes, this is
Rob
an
was fabulous.
opportunity.
And
Yes.
even, my husband even came in office with me. He calls himself my security. You know what I mean? So, very welcoming. You know what I mean? It was a fabulous experience. So no need to fret, y'all.
Yes.
No need to fret.
Yes, so definitely. So, and if you would like this, if you are a vendor at one of the tea parties and you would like to sign up for this opportunity, find out more information, please email info@situationsmediaent.com. Again, that is info@situationsmediaent.com. Please put in the subject line that you are a vendor. You could just say vendor/interview, and then we will know that you are a vendor who wants the interview opportunity for the tea party.
Correct.
Yes.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. And so we know though, Shenice, as
Mhm.
much as, my tea parties are fabulous, not everybody, but we're really confined right this moment to the West Coast, right?
Yes.
But to the East Coast, but the
Mhm.
folks that maybe be out west, that might be out west,
Mhm.
or maybe even the middle of the country that can't reach us and can't come,
Mhm.
we've got some awesome opportunities for them also, right?
Yes, we do. We definitely have some awesome opportunities. So
And forget
again, as
you.
Ms. Lena said, it may have been, the time was wrong, or you're on the West Coast, or just that some other kind of conflict may have prevented you from being here. And also the vendor spot sold out. So it was nothing. So we were like, we decided like, what can we do to still accommodate everyone who's still reaching out, wanting to be a part of it, but we just don't have the vendor space to accommodate you. So we have this awesome, awesome, awesome opportunity for individuals who have their own business again. And this is not just for vendors, this is for anyone. You can be a vendor currently and want this opportunity, or you could be someone who has a product and service who could not make it to the event because we ran out of vendor spots. So this is open to any and everyone to be a sponsor. And this opportunity is great because with sponsorship, we have first we have two tiers, right? So we have two different pricing structures. Secondly, we have given everyone who is a sponsor that great, 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 great opportunity to be a sponsor for all three events. So let me say that again. You have the opportunity, the great opportunity to be a sponsor at all three events for one price. And so that is definitely amazing.
Oh my goodness, you're not kidding me. Where else do you get a 3-for-1 like that? That's
Yes,
like a total bang
yes,
for your buck.
yes. So
Unheard of these
definitely this
days.
is a great, great opportunity. Again, the main thing for us with this opportunity is visibility, right? And we are just dedicated, and our passion is to helping entrepreneurs such as yourself gain visibility. And with that visibility, it's not only about being gimmicky and selling a product, but it's connecting to future and current customers of yourself and getting them to know, again, your story, why your product, right? The quality. And so with these opportunities, you get a chance to connect with people, and not just for them to see your service or your product on the table, but you get to tell your story. And so the packages that we have for sponsorship, the first tier is $149, and I'm going to give you the breakdown.
Okay.
Uh,
And just think, y'all, 149, but that's for 3 tea parties.
yes,
That's like $50 a tea party.
yes, yes. And I mentioned these, and so the great thing about this is too, Miss Lena mentioned this at three tea parties. So this is 3 tea parties in 3 different states. So you're getting visibility just just with your name mentioned in 3 different states. We're not even talking about the other stuff that comes along with it I'm going to mention. So
Right.
you are able to have your name mentioned 3 different times, have people to go to your website. So I'm going to, the first tier is that you will get mentioned on Ms. Lena's website and on her social media.
Yes.
Um, Also, too, at each tea party, attendees, we will be encouraging attendees. We'll have a moment during the tea party where whatever information you give us, whether it's social media, whether it's your website, we will have each attendee subscribe to your email list as well as follow you on social media. And so that is what you will get for 149. And again, as Ms. Lena said, that's about $50 per tea party. And so you have the opportunity for visibility. And so if you decide to get this package, it is up to you to sell yourself, right? And so what you want to do is want to make sure that your website is up and functioning and running. You want to make sure that
Pay
you
that Wix bill, that Shopify
yes.
bill. Woo, 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 y'all. I don't know
Yes.
how many times me personally have tried to find y'all, and
Yes.
I have a difficult time. I click a link and it says, oops, broken, oops, website for sale.
Mhm.
Come on now, y'all do better. If we're going to be on the radio and you're going to be shouting out to the world, you got to
Mhm.
make sure that all of your T's are crossed and your I's are dotted so people can
Yes.
find you. So
Yes. So definitely you want to make sure your social media has effective ways as well as your website for people to reach out to you, right? So this opportunity, we are only one part of that opportunity, right? And that's giving you the visibility to be the executioner and the closer. That is totally up to
we're
you,
going to
and that
bring them
all
to
depends on
you. We give them the method to get to
yes,
you. Once you're
yes.
there, it's your job to,
Yes, make sure they do not leave without becoming a, just like I said, they're already going to subscribe to your
without a
email list or
communication.
follow, but just making sure that, even if they don't buy something right then and there, that they become a future customer of yours and say, hey, I want this product service. I want to be a part of what this person is doing. I want to be at that next event. So
Right.
again, when you sign up for this package, we definitely need you to do your part to make sure that whatever product or service that you're offering, that people want to be a part of that. And it's how the aesthetics and what you're offering and what vibe and feel, because that's very important, that people get when they visit your website
Right.
as well as your
And
social
don't be
media.
out there making me look bad. Don't sign
Yes,
up for something. And then they're going to be like, well, Helena, you have these people on your website and we can't even find them.
yes. And then also to make sure that you're even with your social media, for those who may mix personal and business, you may want to consider a business page, just because you never, whatever you do in your personal life is that is definitely your life, but you
I
definitely
think
don't
I
want to
got a
be
mini me here, y'all. I think I got a mini me here. She
but
over here talking business ish. I think
yes.
I got a mini me over here, y'all. You know how much I talk.
Yeah, so you definitely don't want anyone to be deterred from respecting you as a business person for something you do, which you're entitled to do in your own in a
But
personal
that's
time. So
wasting money.
definitely,
Why would
yeah,
you go ahead and invest in your business like that and then just shoo, throw it to the wind?
yeah,
Right.
yes, yes,
So be on your P's and Q's, my
yes.
love.
It's something we like to say at the station. We're not perfect, but one of the things that we love to do is operating excellence. And so that's what I would say to the listening audience:
There
operating
you
excellence,
go.
because that will separate you from the rest. There may be
Your
a lot of
website is down. Just take
yes,
it off of the social media so people
mhm,
don't click on it. It's
yes,
okay. But
yes,
don't put it out there if we can't actually reach you, right? Through
yes,
it.
yes, definitely.
That's all my only point. It's okay if you
Yeah.
don't have one. Just take it
Okay.
off.
All right. So the next tier, which is our second tier, you get everything I already mentioned. So I'll go through what I mentioned before with the first tier. So for the second tier, you get mentioned on Miss Lena's website. You get mentioned on her social media. You will also get mentioned in all 3 events, because as a sponsor, again, you are a sponsor for all 3 tea parties that's coming up really, really soon. Now, in addition to that, what you will get as a second tier sponsor is you will get an SME exclusive SME radio interview on the one and only, the one and only 102.6 Situation. So you will get an interview on I'm going to say, and prove me wrong, okay, the number one morning show in America. Yes. Also, that's not it, y'all. I have more goodies. You will also get the honor and the opportunity to have an interview with the one and only Miss Lena on YBTV. So this will be another interview opportunity. So guess what? More visibility for your brand, more visibility for what you do, right?
Huge opportunity.
Yes, huge opportunities, and you can never have enough visibility, right? Also,
good visibility.
Yes.
For good stuff. For good stuff.
Yes. For good stuff. For good positive stuff.
Positive visibility.
Last, but certainly not least, you will have your logo will be at each tea party. So we're going to have a logo, a brand, a background, and so your logo will be there. And so this is a good opportunity.
Their photos in front of.
Yes. So as people are taking photos, guess what? Your brand will continue to go out because your logo will be on the backdrop. So even in pictures and hashtags. So this is definitely one of those gifts that keep on giving. And this is for the low, right? Price of $3.99.
Right. That's a lot for $3.99.
That's a lot that you get, right?
And again, I know small business owners are like, oh my God, but think about it. It's 3 tea parties.
Mm-hmm.
It's branding on the backdrops and banners, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Visibility on the website. You're getting a spot on TV and a spot on the radio.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Can't beat it with a stick, honestly, truly.
Yes. Yes. So definitely, so as the song would say, the choice is yours, right? So definitely think it over. This is not one of those gimme approaches where we're trying to know. If it's not within your budget, there will be other times. But for those of you who can and will make the investment, go ahead and make the investment. This is your brand. You're trying to grow, and this is an opportunity for you to grow. We are opening up our brands because YBTV is Miss Lena's other brand on top of all the other great things that she does, and SME is our brand. So we are bringing our brands to this platform to help the entrepreneur like you who cannot just go to an NBC and say, hey, can I get on TV and talk about my
Where
brand?
Can you do that at?
Can I go to a radio station and say, hey, can I just get some free airtime?
Oh, heck no.
Some paid airtime on your brand and on your station. You can't do this. So these are great opportunities.
Exclusive opportunities.
Yes.
Really.
So work with us. And also to think of it like this. One thing about being an entrepreneur, and one of the models that we use at the station is cooperative economics. So this is about not only us helping you, but you helping us as Black-owned businesses to expand and grow together. So as we grow, we're not trying to grow off of you, but more so with you. And so as we help you, you are helping us in return. And so this is a communal ask. This is a communal request. This is a communal opportunity for us to work together as a community and not have to rely on anyone else to give us visibility and to give us the opportunities that we need. But when you work with us, we're not only giving you an opportunity, but you're giving us an opportunity. So think of it in that way as well.
And for those of you who are complaining, oh my God, I make candles. Everybody makes candles. Oh my God, I make t-shirts. Everybody makes t-shirts, right? Well, this gives you the opportunity to set yourself apart. If you've ever heard me speak, I do the bread analogy. When was the last time you went grocery shopping? When was the last time you went down the bread aisle? And how many daggone different types of bread are there in that aisle?
And they all making money.
Right. Do you think Mr. Entenmann's cares about Mr. Sunbeam? Who cares about Mr. Wonder Bread? Who cares about Mr. Nature's Own? You got pumpernickel, rye, seeded, unseeded, wheat, honey wheat, potato, whatever, Hawaiian, right? Nobody's flavor, nobody's recipe is ever the same. You are your own unique individual. And just like I might go ahead and take a bite of one bread, not my flavor, but this other one I might jive with. It's the same thing in business. But nobody's going to know you, your story, hear about what you've got going on, know an actual heart behind the actual brand unless you get out there and you put yourself out there visibly. Well, kind of visibly, kind of not, because radio, right? For those who don't like to be in front of the camera, I didn't think I did either until I started getting dressed up and getting in front of it. Then I was cute as so I like getting in front of it now, girl, but you know.
Yes.
So, yes, most definitely. Shenice with 102.6 Situation Media here.
Yes.
Lena S with What's Poppin USA.
Miss Lena, can I also add one more thing really, really quickly?
Anything you may say, anything you would like, my darling.
So 2 points I want to add. One, I want to add on to your analogy about the bread analogy. But one thing I want to say too.
I told you a mini me. I told y'all.
Miss Lena just said is that what she had to do to get me in front of this camera. I constantly, to grow and to be successful in anything that I do, I'm constantly stepping outside of my comfort zone, right?
Say it again.
Of where I'm trying to go. And so I do not hold on to what I am comfortable in, and I'm trying to do uncomfortable things, like change the course of my generations, right? And not only financially, but with our mindset and how we do things. So if I'm scared, how can I convince those in my family to be bold?
Thank you for that, because y'all generations is soft these days, girl. Come on, change them.
So I have to make bold moves in order for the people that's within my networking community to make bold moves as well. So that's number one. And number two, the other analogy I like to add is like, think about it in terms of Chick-fil-A and like McDonald's, right? Chick-fil-A, no matter what their prices are, people go to Chick-fil-A. Why? Because they feel like when they go,
pleasure.
Yes, right. They love Chick-fil-A creates an experience of how you're going to be treated, how you're going to be talked to, and they give you this allure that they're even. I'm not saying that it's not, but even if it was or wasn't, they give you an allure and a luxury experience at a restaurant that you feel as though their food is of high quality because the way they present it to you, the way it's clean inside, no matter where you go, right?
All the lights are lit up.
Yes.
The trash.
And you rarely go into those places and they say, "Oh, this machine is broke," or "We ran out of this." I'm sure we probably have, but you rarely do that, right? So what does it do? People are willing to spend their money there because of the quality of the experience. And so, as Lena said, don't worry about if you're a candle maker or a t-shirt. You have to just think of it this way. You have to give everybody a Chick-fil-A experience. And so that way, if your t-shirt is a little bit more, it's okay. And also too, be willing to walk away from money, know your value, because maybe that's not your customer. So that's okay. So understand your value. So if you're given a Chick-fil-A experience, don't be afraid to ask for what you have, what you want for your product and service. Just make sure you're giving that whole Chick-fil-A experience, and it's okay. And be confident, because if you're not confident in your product and service, why should I confidently buy from you, right? So definitely be confident in your product or service. Ask for what you want. Make sure you're operating in excellence, and that's okay what everyone else is doing, because they're not you, right?
Do I get to retire or something?
No, I'm sorry, Miss Lee. I love
it. No, I love it. I'm just sitting over here like, ooh, I need to get something and just sit here and kick back and just listen. Yes. No, I'm with you. That's why I'm like, oh, girl, I think I'm going to retire for a couple of years.
Don't retire. We need you, Miss Lena. We need you. Don't retire.
But you are right. You're right. Stepping outside of that comfort zone and new challenges, new experiences for your business is what it's all about.
Yeah.
Miss Shenice, it has been an absolute pleasure.
Yes, thank you for having me. I'm so excited. Thank you for having me.
And everyone, if you are interested, again, I'm gonna put all these links down there that you can just click instead of having to remember everything, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna put the link for Shenice. I'm gonna put for the email. I'm gonna put the website for Situation Media, so you can go ahead and check them out. We'll even give you the link for YBTV.
Yes.
Y'all all know me, but I'll give you my link anyway.
Yes, and if you're not already following Miss Lena, please do so. If you're not already following, Situations Mean Entertainment.
Do
Please,
so, please.
all those links that she said will be at the bottom. Please follow. As we support you, please support us as well. Thank you.
That's what I'm talking about, girlies. And my mini me up there in Philadelphia. I love it. I thank you so much. It has been a pleasure.
Yes,
And for y'all who are able to make it, I will see you in just a little while. For those who are not, I will see you in just a little while, because you go ahead and do this sponsorship thing and do this vendor opportunity thing. And guess what? We're going to connect and we're all going to blow up. Don't forget me when y'all make it big now. Don't forget I told you how to do it. We need a piece right here.